All right, here we go. We're going to rock the house here. We're bringing in Mr. Larry Magen from Stuhrling Original. And we're going to bring in a couple of watches. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Coach.
Good to see you.
Always a pleasure, Jim.
Larry, as you may or may not know, is the president of North American operations for Stuhrling Original. Your brand is all about classic styling with high-tech components at incredible low prices.
Well, you know, for a long time, we've been doing the elegant, sophisticated, dressy, boardroom kind of pieces. But, Jim, the last 3 years, we've gotten into the sports category. We've been getting edgier and edgier, and I do believe that we're putting our stamp and our mark on 2010 as Stuhrling's year. And we're continuing it tonight. You know, our big rotation starts tomorrow night. But, Jim, you know that
the watch on your wrist.
I wanted to be here tonight in your time with Jim when I heard that you were taking our two biggest franchise launches of 2009, our Gen X and our Madman, and you were going to pull the rug out from under us by sneaking.
Well,
I said, I want to be here with Jim
this
for the
is a
Gen
big
X
deal.
and the Madman.
This is a big deal,
Yes,
because the Gen X has been, every time it comes in, it sells out.
Yep.
But tonight you're getting a world debut of two brand new colors. The orange with rose. So you've got the orange dial with the rose accents. And then you've got the yellow with gold tone. Now, what you have done here is taken a very sporty watch in that, again, it's a big 47, 48 millimeter case. Actually, 49 is where I meant. That's exactly where I meant to go. You've taken a very sporty look, and you've added a little touch of elegance with the gold tone and rose tone. Yes. What compelled you guys to do that?
Well, thank you, Jim. You know, as I said before, 2009, one of our biggest franchises of the year really was the Gen X. It started with the red tinted crystal on the rubber strap, as you all may remember. I believe it was last March, if I'm not mistaken.
And you're still trying to make more of those to meet the demand.
Actually, we're going to have some more in this rotation. Check us out on Tuesday. But that one was a 45 millimeter case, and it flew. But many of the guys said we want it bigger. We came out with our Gen X Pro, if you remember. We went 49 millimeters. This is the exact same case, and we put it on that beautiful bracelet, and we made limited edition. Big smash hit. Where are we going to go with it? We went sporty, and the one that you're showing right now on the air, Jim, you know
this is your favorite, black and orange.
Not only that, you know I've already got mine. I got an orange one immediately because you know I love orange, but I had to have this. This is my personal first Gen X of any of them. And as far as what compelled us, again, we already did the rubber strap, we did the stainless steel bracelet, but we hadn't done a leather. And take a look at this leather.
The leather is very high-end looking on this, but I want to focus, if I can, for a minute on the movement and the complications. And I want to show you the depth of this dial, because that's really one of the things that Stuhrling excels at is the dial work. You're going to notice down here, you've got the beautiful texturization with a retrograde scale over that. That is a retrograde day of the week. And the way that's been accomplished, and I got to hope I'm turning the crown the right way, you'll notice it's not just a hand, but it also highlights the day of the week as well. You see how it snaps back instantly? That's the purpose of a retrograde.
It provides a background with the acrylic plate in the bridge there, Jim. This is the Citizen JR00 movement here, and it's the same movement we've used in all three of our Gen Xs so far.
And then we've got the 24-hour indication, plus your calendar, all that built into hours, minutes, and seconds. The outer dial ring, very, very three-dimensional. Let's go to the phones very quickly. Mark in New York. How are you tonight, Mark?
Hey, Jim.
Good evening to you. How are you?
Okay, and by the way, here's a happy birthday for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So what brings you into the show tonight, Mark?
Well, I got those watch boxes.
Oh, good for you. How many?
2 of them.
Good man.
And what I found, I really couldn't believe. Like a friend of mine is a furniture refinisher, so he taught me somewhat about furniture. And I looked at this. I couldn't believe the quality. This is better made than some furniture out there.
Yeah, you could easily spend double or triple this price for this kind of quality.
And it would still be a buy.
Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying them. That's fantastic. Let me ask you, Mark, have you had any experience with Stuhrling Original?
Yeah, I had one experience with them so far. Got the Delphi.
Okay.
All right, and they're very nice watches. I do like them.
Very good. I'm glad to hear it. You want to say hi to Larry while we got him here?
A lot of Invictus. Hey, Larry.
Hey, Mark. What part of New York are you in, Mark?
What's that?
What part of New York are you in?
Staten Island.
Okay, we're neighbors. I live in Brooklyn.
Great. That's where I was originally from. But then again, most people are.
So I got to ask you, Mark, what makes you come back to ShopNBC time and time again?
Very simple. You get the quality that you're always looking for. And when I get the watches, they always look much better when I get them. You know, sometimes the TV doesn't do them enough justice.
No, you're absolutely right. They may look good on TV, but they always look better in person. Mark, I got to let you go because we're ending this.
I can give you an example of one also like that. I had gotten the S1 Racer. Well, somebody else got it for me, I should say, because when I seen it on TV, on the show, I didn't particularly like it. Then when it showed up, I thought it was really good.
Well, that's great to hear. Mark, I got to let you go because I'm ending this presentation, but it's been great having you on the show. Enjoy those watches.
Thanks, Mark. Anyway, Jim, again, I'm so thrilled to at least participate here with the Gen X Sport and the Madman, Jim. You know I wanted to be a big part of that.
And there it is, V91419, the Gen X Sport, for value pays of $42.44. All right, we've also got another big spotlight to tell you about. And that is going to be on, and I told you, it's going to be a big week here. Tomorrow, Stuhrling Original, the Audrey. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a step back in 10 seconds or less, the Audrey.
Audrey, mother of pearl dial, mechanical automatic for the ladies with 35 points of genuine diamonds, Jim. Valentine's Day.
There you go, and it's backed by very popular demand. One of the very few times Stuhrling does any gemstone work on their watches. You're going to do it for $179 and is a true mechanical automatic. Tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern for some great Valentine's ideas. Trust me, Larry knows all about the Valentine's Day. He's quite the ladies' man.
Well, I tried, Jim.
All right, we're going to go for the ladies' man to the Madman, which I do believe still this watch was named after Larry. I swear it is. These are the newest versions of one of the hottest lines from Stuhrling. This is the new Madman in the Anna Digi. It is V91410. Will ship directly from Stuhrling to you. I'm snagging my personal favorite right here. Now, what you're getting is the classic Madman case and the classic deeply textured dial. They did not get rid of the multi-level and textured dial just because they went all high-tech on you. Now, what they have done is add some new color combinations. This gray now gets an awesome green up against the gray, which I've never seen that particular combination before. And I look at it and go, why hasn't somebody done it before? Then you've also got the black and yellow, which I've not seen in person before. I got to tell you, that is hot, very sporty. And then you've got the blue. Now you might be wondering, Jim, what is up with all those windows? Well, here's the deal. Anna Digi means analog plus digital. You've got the analog hours, minutes, and seconds. Then a digital portion right in there for your world timer. Also features a stopwatch chronograph. Also features a countdown timer plus alarm. But the world timer is the main feature of this watch that I want everybody to pay attention to because it allows you to see the time in every major time zone almost instantly.
Right, just with the push of a button. That's absolutely correct, Jim. This is actually our Madman Traveler. Eventually we'll straighten that out in the system here. But if you notice on the front of the watch, Jim, it does say Traveler, and on the back it says Madman Traveler. It does have the Citizen Miyota T270 movement, which is the, as you point out, the Anna Digi world timer. So you do get, you know, the world time and all the major time zones around the world, plus the chronograph functions. But it is in perhaps our single biggest launch.
And the red is available. Just to point out, the red is available. We just don't have the sample here to show you, but the red gray is available to you.
Absolutely, and we're very excited about our Madman. Now, this
blue is cool.
Oh, you know, it is blue. It is blue.
It is very blue.
Very blue, but I believe there's a hint of purple in there.
I see no purple, sir.
Just a hint.
All right, we're going to go to the phones real quick, then we're going to let Larry wrap up this presentation. John in Michigan. How are you tonight, John?
Hey, how you doing?
Fantastic. Thanks for calling in. What brings you to the show?
You have made me a convert to buying watches. I'm a victim of yours.
Good.
I bought my third watch today. And I have a generic question. You've already answered the question for me about how often do you make sure that what do you call it? The automatic gets wound. What we need to know from you is how often should you make sure that the functions on a chronograph are used?
You don't really need to worry about that so much. While a chronograph and a mechanical or automatic is a separate plate, you don't really have to worry about that getting, you know, the lubricants coagulating or whatnot. If you want to go ahead and run at least one time per month while you're giving your minimum one wine per month, that's totally acceptable, but not necessary.
Very good.
There you
I
go.
have to repeat what the earlier customer said. You get the stuff home, and it's 100% better than it looks on TV. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it, John. Enjoy the shows and enjoy the great collecting habit.
You got me. I'm telling you, you got me.
Good to hear.
All right. So long.
Thanks. So there's another one. Bam, bam, bam. He's fallen in love with the watches. He can't stop buying them, and it's just going to keep getting worse. Larry, what is it for you about the Madman that just makes you go, everybody has to own one of
Well,
these?
to me, it's the impressive size. It's, you know, this was really out of the box for Stuhrling Original, and I'm glad we went out of the box on this one because it hasn't stopped yet. This is 53 millimeters, Jim, from north to south, 63 if you go from lug to lug, but the aggressive curvature of the case.
Everybody can wear it.
Well, I honestly, if you're below a 7, Jim, I don't know. Unless you don't mind, you know.
Well, there it is right there on about a 5.5-inch wrist. A little bit of overhang there. I wouldn't call it a ladies' watch by any stretch.
Yeah,
maybe there'll be a lady. Maybe there'll be a mad lady someday.
This is a big one, but it's just, it's so big, it's just striking, it's eye-catching, and it's taken off. Now, if you remember.
You could do the Madman and the ex-wife.
You know, Jim, I don't want to go there today for a lot of reasons, but, you know, Jim, if you go back to all of our previous Madmen watches, our timepieces, they were all on rubber straps.
Yeah.
This is the first time we went to the leather strap, and it was no easy feat with this big Mambo case here because we had to have the steel inserts, you know, specially made, the platforms that are sewn into the strap so that it has the seamless integration.
I'm talking myself into the yellow here as much as I don't want to do that. I'm liking the green. All right, very quickly. Your mode selector is here, okay? So when you go through your different modes, you can certainly do that.
Mode is up there at 10
Oh, I'm sorry.
o'clock.
The mode is up at the top?
Yep.
So we got your secondary time zone. There is, let's go through. This is your chronograph and your countdown timer. And we are back in time mode. Now you can select through your different cities just by using the left
Sydney.
or the right pushers.
Right.
There's Bangkok, Moscow, and going through Madrid, Rome, Paris, London. UTC, by the way, that's your
GMT.
0 hour.
Yep.
And then there's New York, Mexico, Chicago,
Dallas-Fort
Worth. So you've got all the major time zones set up in here. At the push of a button, and you can go in either direction, whichever way you want to go, all of this wrapped up in a highly curved Madman for $53 a month. World debut today.
Name down there at the bottom, Jim. The Madman Traveler.
Madman Traveler.
And it's also on the dial as well.
Is it? I didn't realize it was on the...
Right
and I photographed this darn thing.
Right
Where is it?
below the digital display.
Just says Traveler. There you go. Oh, okay, I'll hold it back up for you. Right there, it says Traveler.
Don't miss this one, guys. You're going to love the Madman Traveler.
V91410. We're going to give you one more good tight look at the gray and green, which is pretty darn hot. I'm kind of... Maybe it's because I'm wearing blue, it makes the yellow pop more, but the yellow is really, really warming up to me. You can't make a bad choice here.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of people out there that collect yellow dials, and there's a lot of big yellow fans out there tonight. I have a feeling the yellow is going to be the first to go, Jim.
They are a fan of the banana. It's the yellow banana.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. V914. Well, yeah, I know that was terrible, wasn't it? It was almost as bad as the Akula. It's so coola. Yeah. You foola? Yeah. All right. Michael Davis off to the side critiquing my performance.
Well, Jim, thanks for having me into your show tonight.
No, thank you for coming because you flew out here a day early because you're our top value, by the way, which launches late night tomorrow night. You're wearing it right now.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You didn't have to be here until tomorrow, so I want to thank you for coming on here today. Folks, look at Larry's wrist. Look what he's wearing. The Alpine Challenge. There's going to be an orange. There's going to be a green. It's done with a quick change system. You can buy additional straps and swap it out. It's going to be awesome fun. Larry, you're the man. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, folks, we're going to keep the show rocking and rolling. Let's see what we got up. We're going to talk about something entirely different, though, first, because that's the fun of the show here, is to help you experience other great products that we carry here at the network.